And
no.
today,
OMG. Okay.
the reason why people are laughing is because we're recording a bunch of these all at once, and I just will not stop. So, for
How many hours have we been sitting there?
So, mental health.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Add in.
I'm going to shoot you.
Add in energy. This episode's, I'm not sure. I haven't come up with the title. Well, you'll know what the title is when this is posted, and you'll see it. I'm either calling it I'm either going to call this episode Charge Me Up or Plug Me In.
It depends on how it goes.
So it's not exactly at all what you're thinking. So in terms of mental health, one of the things that we have been struggling with a lot recently is because things are so expensive, we're not able to get in touch with people as often. We're not able to go as far. We're not able to travel because of gas. Add-in or Aid-in Energy, I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, was founded by Harvard students. Currently, they are claiming that they have created a battery that can run on 10,000 cycles. So, this sounds confusing and complex. Let me explain.
Okay.
They're claiming that you might be able to get, I don't know if it's necessarily from zero, but you might be able to get to a full charge in potentially as low as 3 minutes. And after a 3-minute charge, this battery could last up to 20 years.
What?
Now imagine if you buy a car from like Carvana. And they drop it off at your house. You plug it in to your garage. And after an overnight 10-hour charge, your car will drive for 20 years.
Wow.
You won't have to worry about gas. You won't have to worry about electric bill. You'll be able to travel exceptionally far.
That kind of sounds like too good to be true.
And that's my thing, is that I feel like we're in a point of technology where we're only able to grasp what already exists, but new stuff's coming out. Like if we go back 25, 30 years ago, computers in your pockets. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That sounds way too good to be true. I want everyone to pull out their smartphones right now and think about how that's changed.
Yeah, I remember when I was like 13 or 14, I couldn't even have internet. I didn't have internet on my cell phone. I had a flip phone.
Go to the 1950s. Cars going over 300 miles an hour. That sounds too good
1950s.
to be true.
Women
to
having
be
rights.
Good to true. No, but like that's the thing is that like as
true.
time goes on in different forms of eras and different ages, we think about new ideas and concepts and we see them as being too good to be true. But as technology continues to advance, it's going to slowly become a Beam Me Up, Scotty is real. We can't beam up humans, but they sent a I don't know what it'd be called, a receiver in space. And scientists were able to send up like atoms in a particle, and they're able to like disassemble it, kind of like from Willy Wonka, where like it kind of goes into space. They were able to make it like disappear and then reappear somewhere else.
What?
So like that technology is already coming into existence. Was it
What?
the Swedes?
Give
created
me citations.
The Swedes or is it Switzerland? One of them created eye contacts that can literally shoot low-grade laser beams.
What?
It's only strong enough to like scan a barcode.
Oh,
like,
I think I read some. Okay, yeah.
But
yeah.
like we have eye contacts that can like create laser beam. Again, very low grade, but it's possible. The military has actual laser guns that can melt the wing 3 times its melting point from a plane that's 30,000 feet in the air for as low as $1 per shot. Like, technology is advancing way faster than we think.
Huh.
So, I just thought for, like, mental health purposes, the fact that, like, one day we might all be able to just travel all the way to California from Ohio, and we won't have to worry about filling up for gas at all. By the time these batteries become full, like, in full production, cars will be autonomous, so we don't really need to drive ourselves. And the problem is that right now, like, lithium mining is terrible for the environment, but if you can create one battery that lasts for 20 years instead of one that only lasts for 3 years, once batteries are in mass production and they're widely available, a lot of that mining will very quickly decrease because now you only need a battery once every 20 years. The production's going to drop significantly. So I just thought that was interesting. The fact that, I might be able to charge my car in my garage, and for the next 10 years I can drive and never have to stop.
Yeah.
I thought that was really exciting, especially because for people that can barely afford a vehicle, if I can buy a car that can get me to places for years to come, it's going to allow me a lot of ways. I did the math, actually. So, how will this change people's psyche? Easy travel to long-distance family members at an affordable scale. This will allow people to travel farther and to more places. It'll allow more personalized business models and self-employed people to expand their business because now you can travel more and you won't have to worry about the cost of gas. So if we're ignoring current inflated prices, hypothetically, if you spend an average of $160 a month on gas, in 20 years, that's roughly $38,400. So in 20 years, if this battery, if the claims that they're making are true, I could save upwards of $40,000 in 20 years. I can do a lot of things with $40,000. Mm-hmm. And even if the charge only lasts 10 years, let's say they're only 50% accurate, my battery after an hour and a half charge only lasts for 10 years, that's still $19,200. Do you have any idea how many trips to McDonald's I now have readily available for me because of that money savings? I don't know. I just thought that was really exciting. Mm-hmm. And I think that's going to be great for the future for people that want to travel and go places. All right. Well, that concludes today.
I was talking. No, I think it's a great idea. I think when they come out, if they do, they'll be unaffordable for people that need them, though.
Initially. Yeah. It might be very expensive.
But so therefore people that need them can't have them. So it's like...
But as time goes on, they'll become more available as new technology comes out that's even better. And then that technology will be passed down to the masses because the newest stuff has to be for the best of the best. Because people that have the money are going to buy state-of-the-art. Once these batteries become mass-produced, we're going to want something that lasts 100 years per charge or infinite, or at least a lifetime's worth. I'm sure by the time we're in our 90s, they'll have battery powered or some form of new energy that could last 100 years. And I'll never have to charge my car again. And at that point, I'll be so old and decrepit that I won't care.
Yeah.
Hey, this battery doesn't get rid of my wrinkles. I'm not interested. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was watching a TikTok of Jeffrey Dahmer facts.
Jesus. Technology can be great. It can be a nuisance. It all depends on how it's utilized and how we interpret it. So that is our brief segment about batteries and technology. This is Let's Unpack That. Thanks for tuning in.